Before the video starts, I just do want to give out a quick disclaimer. This video will be containing some foul language, so please do be advised of when it's coming. Also, at one part in this video, there will be some flashing lights, even though it will be explained in the video, but it's better to be safe than sorry. If you have epilepsy or are just sensitive to flashing lights, I highly recommend looking away at that part in the video. Anyways, enjoy the video. Today is December 31st, 2025. And what better way not than to end off 2025 is with a video of my entire exit sign and emergency light collection as of today, New Year's Eve 2025. So let's get started with these first batch of units here on my bed. Starting with the top right, we have a Surelights XR12 emergency light, black housing, manufactured either in the 90s or the 2000s. Sometime between that time period, has incandescent heads. Have a Lithonia EXRG LED exit sign. It's a color switchable sign with black housing. It's a generic rebrand, and this one was manufactured in 2024. Below that, I have a self-diagnostic dual light LX from 2011. It's a Walmart model. To the left of that, we have a Lithonia LQM from the third generation of the Quantum line, manufactured in 2021. I have two of these Hubble Compass CU2 emergency lights. These are a generic rebrand. These are manufactured in 2017. Above that, we have a 2005 Light Alarms D series. I think it's 2005, but if not, it's probably 90s to early 2000s. Left to that, we have a dual light EVHC emergency light with black housing, manufactured in 2019. It has self-diagnostics. Below that, we have a Lithonia ELM2 third generation emergency light with black housing and self-diagnostics. And we have a self-diagnostic dual light Sempra from 2015 with green letters. To the left of that, we have a generic edge-lit exit sign. It's a duplicate item, and these are branded by RP Lighting. Lastly, I have two of these bug-eyed generic combos. This one is manufactured in 2015 and is branded by Morris Lighting, and this one was manufactured in 2017, branded by Hubble Compass as the CCR. Let's now begin with the second batch that is here now. So let's go ahead and get started with the unit on the top right. We have a generic all LED combo, rebranded by Lithonia as the ECRG SQ. Horrible quality, don't recommend getting these. This was my first ever sign ever. This can be switchable between red and green. This one was manufactured in 2022. We have a emergency light version of that, but this one is also a piece of shit. Do not recommend these. This one was also manufactured in 2022. Ironically, it's badged by Lithonia. We have a dual light EVE exit sign with self-diagnostics from 2020. This was my second sign. We have a Prescolite Novus series exit sign. These things are literally just a dual light LX with a different faceplate. This one was manufactured in 2005 and has self-diagnostics. Above that, we have a Lithonia LQM from the second generation of Quantums. This one was manufactured in 2002. Above that, we have a Hubble Freedom Series Direct View LED sign, manufactured in 2017. Moving along, we have a 1970s or 1980s era Lithonia Titan series exit sign. Love these signs, and has green letters with white housing, has battery backup, and this test button right here is non-existent. We have a Lithonia QM from 1997, part of the second generation of Quantums. You can see there's some cracks here, but these things are very fragile. We have a Surelight CCX incandescent exit sign with battery backup from 2004. Ironically, these things are also fragile like these. Moving up, we have a Dual-Light LX from 2000. It has black housing and is AC only. Love these units. This one was my first Lightforms unit ever. We have a Lithonia ES1R. This is a duplicate sign in my collection. I have two of them. These were manufactured sometime in the 1970s. And lastly, we have a Carpenter Flex fluorescent exit sign, manufactured either in the late 80s or early 90s. I will now be back with the third batch of units. And now for the final batch of units that are here on the bed. We'll now begin. Here we have a generic LED emergency light from Home Depot, manufactured in 2022. This was my first ever emergency light. Below that we have a 2013 Dual-Light LT with black housing and red letters with remote capacity. This was my first Lightforms combo, and actually the first tandem combo I have. Below that we have a pretty much what took the LT's spot was the Dual-Light EVC. This one in particular I believe was made in 2019. It is a Walmart model with emergency light heads. Moving to the left, we have a piece of shit photoluminescent exit sign. Above that, we have a Dual-Light LX again. 2013 with black housing and green letters with battery backup. We have a generic black housing emergency light from Home Depot, manufactured in 2020. Have a Dual-Light EV2 emergency light, manufactured in 2019. And lastly, we have another piece of shit photoluminescent exit sign. I really hate these two signs in particular, especially the whole photoluminescent signs, but that's going to be a tangent for another day. This is the collection video. So this was the third batch of units that are here on the bed. I will now show you some other spots that have exit signs on them. So the first one that I don't have on the bed is a 2020 Dual-Light Sempra with red letters. It's AC only. See that? Right here. Dual-Light logo cut out for the test button. This was actually my first die-cast exit sign out there. So yeah, pretty cool. Okay, so these next few parts are gonna contain flashing lights on the camera from the Christmas lights I have up, as well as please ignore the patch jobs from previous units being mounted on this spot. If you are sensitive to flashing lights, I highly recommend looking away now. But right here we have a generic all LED emergency light rebranded by Lithonia as the EU2L. This one was manufactured this year in 2025. So let's give it a quick test. Sorry about the lights. Decent. Yeah, pretty decent. Okay, so the next unit we have up is a generic all LED exit sign from Home Depot. This one was manufactured in 2022. This can be switchable between red and green. Give it a quick test. Works just fine. Nothing going on here. These units are also pieces of shit. I don't recommend these signs. Moving to the shelf now, we have for our first unit here, we have a Dual-Light exquisite exit sign. It's fully incandescent with battery backup. The sign It was manufactured in 1991, and the battery pack was manufactured in 1988. Let's give it a test. Works just fine. We have a Lithonia first generation signature exit sign, fully incandescent, manufactured in 1991. And below that we have another incandescent exit sign. This is a Mergilite X series incandescent exit sign with black housing, manufactured in 1990. Our next unit here, we have a pretty uncommon exit sign. This is a dual light LC, manufactured in 2001. This thing has an interesting feature where if it's connected to a remote inverter, it will run off of the remote inverter. But if it's not, this thing will just run as AC only. Right now this thing is as AC only. If we can give it a second. See the Lightforms collection and the dual light logo. So yeah, this thing is pretty cool. The model of this unit is LCDRW DC, hence the DC in the name. It can run off a remote inverter as mentioned. So yeah, pretty cool unit. In here we have a All-Pro APEL LED emergency light. This one was manufactured in 2023. And it works just fine. These things are now rebranded by tons of companies, so this thing is technically a generic unit now, but overall, it's a decent unit. Out here, we have a generic combo, typical combos from back then, probably like the late 2000s. This combo has black housing with green letters. The incandescent heads have no reflectors, so this thing is literally just a piece of shit. This is a swivel combo, manufactured by Jiming, also manufactured in 2009. Let's give it a test. And it works. The exit lettering is dim thanks to this light. But yeah, let's go ahead and go to the last unit I have up. To end off, we have a generic incandescent emergency light like the combo over there. These things are also pieces of shit. They have no reflectors in them whatsoever. This thing is branded by Simcar. This has black housing. This one is manufactured in 2011. Let's give it a test. It works just fine. And yeah, that's it. Happy 2026. I'll see you next year.